Episode 1: The History of Ancient Rome, before Rome, Italy, and the mysterious Etruscans. The people who shaped Rome's early world. When you hear the name Ancient Rome, you probably think of mighty emperors, powerful armies, and magnificent monuments like the Colosseum. But here's an interesting question: who lived in Italy or before Rome, became the greatest empire of the ancient world, long before Julius Caesar, before Augustus, and even before Rome itself became powerful. The Italian Peninsula was the home to many different peoples, cultures, and civilizations. Among them was one of history's greatest mysteries, the Etruscans. Today, we will travel back nearly 3,000 years to explore the fascinating world that exists before Rome. This is Italy. Chapter 1: Italy, a perfect place to build a civilization. Italy, Italy spreads into the Mediterranean Sea like a giant boat. Its location made it one of the best places in Europe for human settlement. Snow covered mountains protected the north, the Apennine Mountains run through the center of the peninsula. Although these mountains divided different regions, they also supplied fresh water through rivers and streams. Several fertile plains allowed farming to flourish. People grew wheat, grapes, olives, and vegetables. The surrounding sheets provided fish and opened trade routes with Africa, Greece, and the Near East. Unlike deserts or frozen lands, Italy offered a balance of mountains, forests, rivers, farmland, and coastline. It was a land where civilization could grow. Chapter 2: The first people of Italy. Thousands of years before Rome existed, different tribes settled across Italy. Each group had its own language, customs, and traditions. Some communities lived in farming villages, others raised sheep and cattle in the mountains. Many built simple wooden houses and relied on hunting, fishing, and agriculture. There was no single kingdom called Italy. Instead, the peninsula was divided among many independent peoples. Travel was difficult. Mountains separated communities. As a result, different cultures developed side by side for centuries. Chapter 3: The Arrival of New Civilizations. Around the 18th century BCE, skilled sailors from Greece crossed the Mediterranean. They founded new cities in southern Italy and Sicily. This settlement became centers of trade, learning, and art. The Greeks introduced new ideas about architecture, writing, religion, and commerce. Their influences spread far beyond their colonies. At the same time, another remarkable civilization was rising in central Italy. They were known as Etruscans. Chapter 4: The Mystery of Etruscans. Even today, historians continue to debate where the Etruscans came from. Some ancient writers believe they migrated from lands across the sea. Others argue that they developed naturally within Italy. Whatever their origin, they became one of the peninsula's most advanced civilizations. The Etruscans built impressive cities. They were skilled engineers, Their craftsmen produced beautiful jewelry, pottery, and metalwork. They traded with neighboring civilizations and became wealthy through commerce. Religion played an important role in their daily lives. Priests carefully studied science in nature, believing the gods, communicated through lighting, birds, and other natural events. Many of these religions' traditions would later influence Rome. Chapter 5: How the Etruscans changed Rome. Although the Etruscans eventually did appear as separate people, their ideas lived on. Early Romans learned important lessons from them. They improved city planning, they adapted engineering techniques, they developed religious ceremonies. Even some symbols of Roman political authority may have originated with the Etruscans. As Rome grew stronger, it gradually absorbed neighboring peoples, including the Etruscans. Instead of destroying their culture completely, Rome borrowed many of its finest ideas. This ability to learn from others became one of Rome's greatest strengths. So, before Rome became an empire, Italy was already a land of remarkable cultures. Its mountains, rivers, fertile plains, and strategic location created the perfect environment for civilization. Among all these early peoples, the Etruscans left the deepest mark on Rome's future. Without them, Roman history might have looked very different. In our next episode, we will explore one of the most famous legends in world history. How was Rome founded? Was it really built by two brothers raised by a wolf? Or is there another story hidden behind the legend? Join us as we uncover the origins of ancient Rome. Thank you very much.